Hi everyone, so in today's video I'm gonna actually make it a haul video. I went to the art store and I actually purchased a couple of different things which I wanted to share with you. And the few things that I purchased, or quite a few things actually I purchased, but the main thing that I'm very happy I found was the famous jelly roll pens. I actually been seeing this a lot on YouTube and other artists have been using it a lot, and I said, you know what, I found it and I said let me give it a try and see if it lives up to the expectations that I have of it. I have tried it out and tested it, and definitely this is a very good pen and a handy pen to have for any artist. So I got myself a couple of these pens as well. And then I also purchased this kneadable eraser by Lyra. I said I just want to try it out and see if it works. How does it work? It works better than the others that I have tried. So it's the first time I'm buying this particular brand. So that was that. I got myself that. And I also got myself, I do have already a Faber-Castell kneadable eraser, but I just wanted to get another one. You never run short of these, but anyway, I just got another one. And they come in these cute cases. Even the Lyra one comes in this cute little case where you can keep it. So it keeps it in one spot and you got a little place to put it when you're done. And I also wanted to give the Derwent kneadable erasers a try as well. So I purchased this as well, and I said I will just also try it out and see how it works. Another Derwent product that I picked up was the pencil extenders. I do have this already, but I just picked up an extra one because obviously if you have multiple pencils, you don't have to keep changing. Obviously you change from pencil to pencil, but it helps sometimes if you have a few of them. Then you don't have to keep removing them and moving the pencil from one to the other, especially if you're using color pencils a lot like I do. And another Derwent product is just the Derwent twin sharpener. It's got two sharpeners, two holes, different sizes. One is a bigger and one's a smaller hole. And I said I'll just get one of this, and it's got a little container that you can sharpen in and all your sharpenings are collected in. So I thought that's just cute to get one of these. Another Derwent product. I seem to have picked up a lot of Derwent products. Another Derwent product is these soft art erasers and the normal art eraser. It's a dual eraser pack by Derwent. So I don't really use a lot of erasers. One eraser lasts a long time. But I said maybe these will be better because I have noticed recently in my sketchbook certain graphite pencils, or if I use the water soluble graphite, it does smudge a lot. I don't know if these can help with that, but I'm going to give them a try and see if there's any difference in using these compared to your regular erasers. And then again, another Derwent product. I think this is the last one for this purchase, but I also wanted to try out the Derwent line makers. It's actually like a marker, like the fine liners or the multi-liners, something like that. I have used the Copic one. I have used the Montmartre as well. I've even used the Pigma Micron. So this one was the three different sizes. It comes in 0.1, 0.3 and 0.5. So I wanted to give it a try, so I bought the 3-pack. I don't know if it comes in more sizes, but this is the black one, and I want to just give it a try and see how it works for line illustrations and line work. So this is something I'm eager to try out and see how it works. Then I also picked up myself up some, well, actually two. These are the Koh-i-Noor eraser pencils. So I've also seen this a lot with other artists using. They say it's very handy to have this to use for picking up certain lines or color if you want to bring out some highlights, or it helps to erase it and make it a bit lighter. So I think, or even mistakes, if you went a certain area you colored which was supposed to be a darker color or lighter color and you went over with the wrong color, you can get it a bit light so that you can correct it. I'm not sure how good these ones work or this brand works, but this is the only brand they had, so I just picked up two of that. I hope it's going to be helpful, especially working with color pencil. So this should be helpful. Then I also picked up some brushes. These are not, these are a bit cheaper brushes that I found, but because of the tip, you can see they are very fine tips. So I think these are sword liner brushes. I actually bought 3 of them because I do a lot of detail work. And these will be very handy for whiskers or for even some fur details or the highlights on fur, and for doing eye details for the wildlife or anything that you do paint work with. So I think I'm definitely going to use this for my finer details in my acrylic and maybe even my oil paintings. So yeah, this was the Sino Art Artist Brush. So these were actually, I was very happy to see them. I just happened to see them and I picked them up. I do have a lot of brushes. I purchased the last time I went to the art store, so I was not looking for them, but I happened to come across them. And then I purchased a couple of canvases. So this is a 16 by 20 inch and it's a Mont canvas panels professional series. So I was actually looking for the stretch canvases, but I couldn't find this particular size of the stretch canvas, so I ended up just getting some panels, which is what I initially started with my oil painting, but I stopped using them and went to stretch canvas and haven't painted on a panel for a long time, on a canvas panel. So this is definitely something I'm going to try for my next acrylic painting. Maybe oil, but I think for the next one, for the acrylic painting, I'm going to try these out. I got 2 of these in this size. Okay, and then I purchased these smaller size canvases. These are the Montmartre's signature canvas panels, and this one comes in a 5-pack. It is a 4x4, and then I got a 3-piece, which is 5 by 7 inches. It comes in 3. And then I purchased the 8 by 8 inch, and it comes in a 2-piece. And then I got another 8 by 10, and it also comes in a 2-piece. And then the last one I got is a 10 by 12 inch, and it comes also in a 2-piece. So these are for smaller paintings that I want to try out, maybe small portraits or some floral paintings or landscape paintings. I usually paint on much larger surfaces or much larger canvases. I haven't painted on panels for a long time, as I said, so I'm going to be trying out panels again. I've been using stretch canvases for the past few years, and I'm usually doing much larger paintings, so this will be something different for me to try using these different variety of sizes, and also to create little cute maybe montage of different paintings on different blocks. Like on this one, for example, maybe I can do a 5 series of a particular subject, or I can do a 3 series or something. I'm gonna see. I haven't decided yet. It's just something I wanted to do, and I said I'll just give it some thought of what I'm going to actually do. So we'll see later what I actually come up with for these, and you will definitely be kept up to date with that. Okay, I just picked up a tracing paper. It's a 30 sheet A4, and it is a 90 GSM by Artboard. So I just picked up one of this just so that I can use it maybe under my hands when I'm doing color pencil work, just so I don't get anything smudged when I'm working. So I just got one of those. And then I also wanted to try out the Kansan Bristol XL illustration paper. So this is a pad. It comes with 50 sheets. So I said I'll give it a try, maybe for my illustration and my marker work and my line work. So let's see how that one goes. Okay, so I also got these 2 papers. This is the Fabriano Sea and Moss tone paper. One is like a sort of a blue color, and one is a green mossy color. So I thought the mossy one may be good for some floral artwork with color pencil, and then I said the blue one may be nice to do some sea life and marine life and do some color pencil work on that. So this is definitely something I'm going to try. And I do have the clay and the sand one, which sand one's a sort of a tan color, and the clay one is a gray color. So I have got those already. So I found these 2, and I said, okay, I must give them a try. So that's definitely going to be a video in the future. Another thing I purchased is this little block of modeling clay. This one is white. It is also by the Montmartre, and it's air hardening modeling clay. It's a premium 500 gram. I have got 1 kg of this, which I have bought previously when I bought the sculpturing tools, but I haven't actually gone down to getting into the sculptures as yet. And I said, okay, let me get a smaller pack of clay, which I can give a try and see how it goes for me. I do have the tools already, which I purchased, which you will see in the video when I'm going to actually do the sculptures. So that is also an upcoming video in the future, hopefully not too far future. So that will be done. I've also got some armature wire that I just got a few. I don't know what I'm going to be creating, so I just got a few of them. Obviously you're not going to use all of this, but I'm just being prepared. And then also one thing which I didn't have with my tools is this roller, for clay roller, which I couldn't find. It was always out of stock when I went to the art store. So I finally got this, and I've also got some tools. Actually, I didn't purchase the tools in this particular haul, but let me get the tools so I can show you what the tools are. Okay, so the tools that I've actually purchased previously when I went to store, this one I purchased actually a long time ago, but I never actually got down to creating any sculptures with it. It's also a Montmartre pottery tool set, toolkit, and it comes with a variety of different tools. It has all the different tools at the back. I will be going into detail on all of this when I'm doing the actual sculpture, so you will get a list of all of this. But this is the one basic set I bought, and then the last time I actually picked up these two sets. This is a variety double-ended set which got different tools on the one end and it's got different tools on the other end as well. This is also a Montmartre clay tool set, so I've got this one. Got a lot of carving tools and things to get certain textures, like the wire tool. It gives a lot of different things that you can use, and brush as well to get certain hair textures and fur textures if you're doing an animal. And then I also got these tools as well. Also, it's got tools on either end. It's also Montmartre. It's got a little tool to carve out and scrape out a little bit of clay as you're doing a mold, maybe for the eye or something. You can use a round one. I'm not sure, I haven't used them yet, so we'll see how I'm going to use these. And we've also got some smoothing tools at the end, so you can use these ones to smoothen the final piece and see how it looks. I think you can also use, I think there's a smoothing tool in here, if I'm not mistaken, at the back. There is one, but we will see this when I get back to actually doing the sculpture. So these are all the sculpting supplies that I've got to use for my next or my first sculpture. This will be my first time trying out clay, so it will be my first sculpture, and I'm hoping that it actually goes well. And the last thing that I purchased with regards to the sculpturing, you'll definitely be kept up to date with when I'm going to be doing the sculpture, and we'll go into more detail with all the products and the tools and the methods I'm using to create my sculpture, and you'll see the full process when I get to that video. Hopefully it won't be too far in the future, but we'll see when it gets there. Another thing that I just purchased, which was just actually a backup sort of for myself, is the airbrush kit. Now this is a little kit. It comes with the needles, it comes with your hose. I actually purchased this as a backup because I do have an airbrush which came with the compressor, which I'm using is also aircraft. I'm using that airbrush now for airbrushing my backgrounds on my paintings, acrylic paintings, on my color pencil drawings. So I'm using that airbrush. So I just wanted a backup in case something happens to my airbrush, especially now with things not being available as readily as they were previously, and you're going to have long waiting times for orders. So I said, rather let me just get one, then I've got a backup in case something happens to my one, then I do have one to use, because this is a very handy tool. Let's open it and have a look. Let's see what it looks like. Okay, there we go. It comes in a little case like this. And let's open the case. That is, I'm opening it from the wrong side. Sorry. Okay, there we go. So it comes with your air hose. It's got your needle. It's got your airbrush. It's got a little bit of a few things in it. I think these are your little different nozzles. It's got your airbrush. It's got a little dropper and your needles. Oh, it comes with different size needles. So I think it's got one needle in there, and it's got your different sizes here. This one is a 0.2 and this is a 0.5. So I think the 0.3 is the one that's in the brush already. And yeah, got your hose, and I think that is your little spanner to tighten the grooves on, to tighten the little parts of the nozzles and to take it apart. So this is actually a very cute airbrushing kit. It comes with the hose. As I said, I've got the compressors, so hopefully this is definitely going to be something I'm going to be trying out, and hopefully it's going to be, I'll be trying it out when I need it. I'm not going to start using it right now. I do have my airbrush, but it's in case I need it if something happens to my one. Just a little tip on airbrushes. If you are using an airbrush, try to firstly clean the airbrush after every use. I usually clean it after every use thoroughly. I take it apart and I clean it up. And I also make sure you don't bend the needle. That's very important because the needles are difficult to find. Like this one here is also a bit difficult to find the needles individually. So try to protect your needle and not let it get bent when you're cleaning it. And also don't drop your airbrush. I have dropped my airbrush, and luckily it's got a little fitting in the front of it which on the airbrush, it's got a little fitting, keep that on. I took the cap off, but I had dropped it on that. But because the needle is protected by the tip, it's very important to keep that tip on when you're airbrushing. So don't ever take that tip off, because when the needle is exposed, if it does fall, the needle is going to bend or break even. So try not to, once it bends, it's not going to be able to use it. So rather try to just protect that tip. That's just a little tip quick on airbrushing. I will one day, maybe possibly also in the future, do a video on airbrushing, and then you can see how I do my airbrushing, or I can show you doing, I think in my one video I'm gonna have coming up, you will see me airbrushing a background on a color pencil portrait that I've done. So in that video, maybe I will also give a few tips on that. You will see a bit of that. So yeah, this was just a backup that I bought for myself in case something happens to my one. So I'm very happy with this purchase. I'm really excited to get the sculpture done, because I've got all the tools and I've got everything that I need, and this is something that I've been wanting to do from last year, or actually the year before last year, and finally I've got everything I need now. So actually there's no excuse, so I need to get some artwork done on it. So, or not some artwork, I need to get a sculpture done. So I'm hoping to have something done. Most likely it's going to be an animal. I'm not sure what animal is yet, but I am going to do something which is to do with animals. A lot of artwork coming out. I've got a lot of videos coming out on creating different paintings, drawings, illustrations. So there's a lot coming out, and I've got a lot planned for future videos that I'm going to be doing. So I'm looking forward to getting that up. If you are interested or want to see more, don't forget to subscribe to my channel so that you can keep up to date with what I've got up and new videos that I put up, and also hit the notification bell so you get a notification every time I put a new video up. And also you can follow me on Instagram. That will also keep you updated with what I'm getting busy with. And yeah, I think that's it for this video. I've done a lot of shopping and I've got a lot of supplies, and I need to get into it and start creating some stuff with it. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and till the next one. Bye.